Hi guys, I am Mayan Acharya here to preview the ICC T20 World Cup, which has gotten underway in the USA and West Indies. Uh, well, uh, Without further ado, let's begin by talking about how cricket with this tournament is venturing into uncharted territory. This is the first time USA is hosting an ICC event, and both ICC and USA would hope that this event does wonders for the sport in the same way the FIFA World Cup did for football in the country in 1994 when that competition happened there. West Indies, of course, has a long history of not only doing well in the tournament but of also hosting the event. But all I also will be on US and how it sort of meets the challenges one, and whether it's able to sustain whatever popularity it garners over the course of the tournament. So, what can we expect? The conditions are going to be alien, no doubt, especially in the US. Equally challenging in West Indies. The pitches, the nature of the pitches has changed. Barbados, which once used to be very pacey and bouncy, has not retained the same amount of help for the faster bowlers. USA, of course, is going to use drop-in pitches. Those pitches have travelled uh, days and kilometers to get to where they are right now. We got a glimpse of how they might play during the warm-up game between India and Bangladesh, of course. A sand-based outfield meant that the ball wasn't exactly rolling across the green turf, and but the pitch also seemed to be slightly on the slower side, which made stroke play slightly difficult, which was in complete contrast to what we have been so used to over the past 2 months during the IPL. Again, an indication that in the US, while many thought that the drop-in pitches would be usually batting friendly, for all you know, you may see those 160, 170 middling totals right now, really coming back in vogue. Uh, the conditions also are untested for the teams, aren't they? US, these are all open grounds. India's games will start at 10:30 a.m. So dew won't be a factor, but of course, how the uncontrollables sort of play into the equation will be interesting to see. India, of course, hasn't played too much cricket on drop-in pitches, so it's not like it's all sunshine for Rohit Sharma's men. They've had issues as well going into the tournament. Rohit, of course, had a decent outing against Bangladesh. Hardik Pandya looked good. Rishabh Pant got some runs under his belt. As far as pep work goes, one would imagine that game did help India tick some boxes. One shouldn't read too much into the batting order, of course, because you saw, Sanju Samson coming in at three. You had Shivam Dubey playing at five. But without reading too much, one would be tempted to think that the makeup of that squad could be the makeup of the playing 11, beg your pardon, could be very similar to what one might see when India takes the field against Ireland in its first game. And moving on to the players to watch out for, one can't take their eyes off, of course, Virat Kohli. You've got Travis Head and Jofra Archer. I'm very, very interested in seeing how Virat Kohli goes in this tournament. If the wickets in the US turn out to be like the one we saw during the warm up game against Bangladesh, then the selectors called to include Virat Kohli, despite all the clamour around his selection, would be vindicated, because you want a player like him out there when the ball keeps slow and scoring isn't that easy. Moving on to Travis Head, of course, he's in terrific form. Australia would hope that he carries that IPL form into this tournament, because let's not forget, Australia as a squad has a bevy of all-rounders, and once Travis Head gives them that flying start, it becomes so much easier for the other players to just come and swing their bat from ball one. Jofra Archer, of course, returning to international cricket after a long injury layoff. It's not been easy for him. Burst onto the scene as this very lethal, pacey bowler. We all saw what he's capable of during the 2019 Ashes and the ODI World Cup as well, but has sort of fallen off the radar because of injuries. He's slowly making his way back into the team, and if England are to do well, Jofra Archer needs to have a big say. As far as the associate nations go, one would imagine that USA will have a thing or two to prove, given that they are the hosts. The team itself looks pretty spirited. Of course, they don't have much big game experience, but let's not forget they did beat Bangladesh in the T20 series that preceded this tournament, so they will be high on confidence. Another team to watch out for will be Nepal as well. They've got a clutch of big hitters who could not only entertain the crowds, but also prop up their own chances of making it to the next Super 8 stage. Well, let's wrap up with who I feel are the favourites to go into the semis. For me, it would be India, England, Australia, and West Indies. As much as the fans would want India to go through, and they might just. I am very, very excited to see how West Indies shapes up in this World Cup. Not only are they the host, but it's been a while since we've seen a West Indies team dominate T20 cricket the way we've known them to. They've got 2 titles. England too have 2, so it's a race to see who gets to that third. India, of course, will be keen on ending that trophy drought as well. All in all, it makes up for an exciting month of T20 cricket. We at Sportstar will be keeping a close eye, and that will be all from my side. Thank you so much.